The most expensive restaurant at sea is about to open on the world's largest cruise ship. And today we're asking the question, is it worth it? Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. All month long, we are doing first looks at the world's largest cruise ship, the Icon of the Seas. And while we have a lot of information about the ship and what will be on the ship and what the ship will look like, there is more information being released every single day. We're going to be covering that on the channel. I do invite you to subscribe to the channel. Of course, we will be on the inaugural Maiden Voyage of Icon of the Seas at the end of January. So if you want to hear things about the world's largest cruise ship, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and while you're down there, hit that thumbs up. Today we're talking all things Empire Supper Club. Now there's been a lot of information that we know about this restaurant, this dining experience on Icon of the Seas. However, I had a realization when I was looking through my cruise planner last night. This dining experience is more expensive than my 4-night unlimited dining on an Oasis class ship later in the year. When I was looking at this unlimited dining package, which is about $90 less than the experience for two at the Empire Supper Club, I started to ask myself the question, is it worth it? And this led into a little bit of a spiral or a deep research project on Empire Supper Club and what other restaurants cost this amount of money. And frankly, on cruise ships, there are none. I'm going to run through everything that's included for your $400+ meal in the Empire Supper Club. And then at the end of this video, I am going to share my opinion. Do I think that it's worth it? Is it something that I would do? And who exactly is the Empire Supper Club for? I think that we're starting to get a really good idea of who this experience is for. So stay till the end of the video. And of course, as always, as I'm sharing this information, share your thoughts in the comments below. The Empire Supper Club is being billed as one of the most formal experiences at sea. It is meant to make you feel like you are in New York City, back in time, stepping into a formal night out on the town. The food is elevated, the drinks are going to be elevated, and the atmosphere is almost more of an experience than it is just a restaurant. Stepping into the restaurant, you will be required to be in formal outfits. Men must have a suit coat. Now, we have not seen this type of dress code on Royal Caribbean in more than a decade. It's been years since I think men have been required to wear a suit coat to a main dining venue or any restaurant on board a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, let alone most cruise ships in the industry here in 2024. Something that I find very interesting that they state very clearly online is that the Empire Supper Club will be for tables of 2 or 4. And if you have any more people in your party than that, you will have to be separated and sit at separate tables. Based on that, we know that this experience is not for families. At $200 a person, I would assume that it's not for kids in general. However, if you're coming on board with your 4 to 6 to 8 kids, the Empire Supper Club is not going to be one that you will probably want to take them to. They have stated that the food will all be elevated. Things on the prefixed menu will be things such as oyster Rockefeller, Wagyu New York strip steak, and every single course will be paired with a cocktail. This is where I think they get away with such a large price point. They are serving you an alcoholic beverage with every single course, so you will have 8 different courses that are all going to be elevated, as well as 8 craft cocktails throughout the evening. During the experience, you will have live music, there will be a live band, and the atmosphere is supposed to feel very old school. So if you think of what it must have been like to be in Chicago or New York during the 1920s or the 1940s, that Frank Sinatra era, that is the atmosphere that they're going for with the Empire Supper Club, and they're trying to really make you feel like you are a part of that old money culture. If you do have the unlimited dining package, you do still have to pay $130 for the experience. This is what got me right there, because I do think the unlimited dining package is already very expensive. Add on another $130 for 2 people, you're paying well over $1,000 for specialty dining experiences for a week-long cruise, which to me is quite expensive. Who is this experience for? I think that there are three types of people or three people groups that I believe this dining experience is for. If you are one of the three types of people that I'm about to talk about, then this dining experience is probably for you. The first is for foodie lovers, people who love food and love to eat. There are a lot of these types of restaurants on land. Alinea is one of them that is a prefixed experience where you go in and you're going to eat all of this different type of food. There's going to be seafood, there's going to be meat, there's going to be exotic vegetables, delicious desserts. If you're someone that is an adventurous eater, someone that maybe likes the Wonderland experience, then this experience might be for you. Paying this amount of money and not being an adventurous eater or not liking to try new things is going to be a huge waste of your money because they're going to come out with all of these different dishes. And if you don't like it, well, you could have eaten in the buffet that night. The second group of people that I think this is for people that like live music while they're eating, specifically jazz. Now, I know that there are a number of cruisers that love jazz and blues music. This is something that Holland America Cruise Line does very, very well. The way that they have described the music, the jazz quartet that's going to be a part of the evening and involved in your actual dinner experience, makes me think that jazz is going to be the centerpiece of the restaurant. I believe that everything is going to kind of be centered around these entertainers. And if you're someone that really appreciates jazz music or even live music, talented musicians, this experience might be one that you will want to try out. The third group of people that I think that this is for is those looking for an elevated or very formal experience on a cruise ship. Now, I know that those of you that watch this channel are out there because we've heard directly from you. We've heard from people that say they miss the days when people would dress up in gowns and tuxes and go to dinner. They miss the formal evenings where people truly got into formal evening wear. Well, it seems like every single night at the Empire Supper Club is going to be that elevated, formal environment. So if you are someone that's looking for that misses the old days and the old ways of cruising, this is going to be an experience that you would probably fit really well with what you're looking for on a cruise ship. To answer my own question of do I think this is worth it, I think it depends on who you are. For me, personally, myself, I am a foodie and I do love jazz music. However, after paying the price point of the cruise of Icon of the Seas, it is so expensive already. I just don't think it makes the most sense for me personally, for Jared and I, to have this experience added on top of the total cruise fare. It's just a little bit out of our budget. That's not to say that we won't or will never try something like this, because that's the whole point of what we do on this YouTube channel is we try experiences, we do things, and then we share them with all of you. It is yet to be determined if we will do this on our sailing of Icon of the Seas. Of course, if we do, we will report back and give you all of the hot details of what the Empire Supper Club is like. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think? Is this an experience that you would pay $200 per person to go to? Is this something that you think is worth it? Do you fall in one of the three groups of people and still think that it's too expensive and you wouldn't do it? Let me know in the comments below what you think of this most expensive restaurant on the world's largest cruise ship. Well, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see ya.